Wait for it.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Arcadia Theatre for the Love and Marriage Game Show. Right now, please put your hands together for your host, your cruise director, it's Luke Aerosmith!
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, please continue that round of applause for your audition queen. How about Katie there, your activities manager? She does a fantastic job with Kiki as well, our cruise program administrator. And a very good evening and welcome to the Arcadia Theatre and welcome to the Love and Marriage Game Show. The game show very much based on the old Newlywed or Mr. and Mrs. Game Show of yesteryear. And we already have our couples up here on stage. So first and foremost, we're going to introduce them to you. We're going to start on the very left-hand side with couple number one. So what's your name, my dear?
Jalen.
Jalen. And where are you from, Jalen?
Tampa, Florida.
From Tampa, Florida! They like you, Jalen. And with Jalen we have...
Jordan.
Jordan. And how long have you been married to the lovely Jalen?
2 weeks.
2 weeks! What's your secret? This is amazing. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's couple number one, Jalen and Jordan. Please show your appreciation. They're up here on stage. And they're hungry. Congratulations. Next up, couple number two. What's your name, my dear?
Lawanda.
Lawanda. Where are you from?
Pensacola, Florida.
From Pensacola, Florida! And with Lawanda we have...
DeViro.
DeViro. That is the coolest name ever. It's the only DeViro. That is a brilliant name. Okay, so DeViro, how long have you been married to lovely Lawanda?
20 years today.
Oh, 20 years today, yes! Congratulations, 20 years on our anniversary. Amazing, thank you so much for joining us on stage. Hopefully we'll get to 20 years in one day by the end of this, fingers crossed. And finally, couple number three, what's your name, my dear?
Ellen.
Ellen, and where are you from, Ellen?
Delray Beach, Florida.
Delray Beach, Florida! And with Ellen we have...
Jerry.
Jerry, and how long have the two of you been married?
43 years.
43 years, yes! Fantastic, congratulations. So we've got from 2 weeks to 20 years to 43 years. Absolutely perfect. So we are basically ready then to get underway with the game. And now the way in which it's going to work, currently you are sat together, and in a moment we are going to split you up. Just temporarily, you two, just very temporarily. And one of you will be leaving the stage, and I'm going to give questions to the other one. And then when you come back, the idea is to match up the answers. Simple as that. So we're actually going to ask for the ladies, if you could please stand for me and turn to your left-hand side. You're going to follow Kiki here into the soundproof booth. So have a nice round of applause for the ladies as they leave the stage. Thank you, ladies. Just have a 180. They're perfect. No, don't confuse her. Okay, so as the ladies are being escorted into the soundproof booth, the gentlemen are ready for action. For those of you concerned about the integrity of the soundproof booth, fear not, they won't hear anything. The soundproof booth is in fact a lifeboat trailing a ship right now, so we should be pretty good. Gentlemen, welcome to the game. As I briefly explained, I'm now going to give you a series of questions. The idea is when your wife comes back, I'll ask her the same questions in the exact same manner, and we're looking to get a match from the two of you. Okay? So question number one, I would like to know, where did you go on your first date and how much was spent? Where did you go on your first date with your wife and how much was spent? So Jordan, we're going to start with you. Where did you go on your first date with your wife and how much was spent? Before we go anywhere, how did the two of you meet? Nothing to do with the game. How did the two of you meet, if you don't mind me asking?
We met in our first class in college.
Oh, well, all the way from college, and you're still fantastic. Okay, so where did you go on this first date with Kaylin? How much was spent? So cast your mind back for like, I don't know, 2 months ago or something.
Probably about, I would say we met at, actually, we went on the first date at a park. So we didn't spend any money.
In a park, and you didn't spend anything. All right. Lots of big spenders up here right now. So which park was it? Pretty special then, okay? So you went to the park and spent nothing. Okay, we can't remember the name of the park. Right, okay. Good job there, Jordan. Okay, we're going to come over to Devereaux. Devereaux, am I pronouncing that correctly? Devereaux. You're going to have to remind me of this every time I come to you, Devereaux. Okay, Devereaux. So how did you first meet Lawanda? Aside from the game, how did the two of you first meet, if you don't mind me asking? Was it at school or anything?
No, I was over at Fred's house and she came to visit her aunt, and I met her all across the street.
Did she have a choice in the matter, or?
She had a choice.
Okay, so you just like met her because she was in the neighborhood and you went over there and wowed her sort of thing?
She was wearing some short shorts.
And that is crystal clear in his mind, yes. Okay, Devereaux, so where did you go on this first date and how much was spent?
First date was Hardee's. We had 2 cheeseburgers and a shake. Spent about $5.
Nice! Nice. So Hardee's, 2 cheeseburgers and a shake, $5. All right, great job there, Devereaux. All right. Moving on then to Jerry. Jerry, before we get started, if you don't mind me asking, how did the two of you meet? Was it at high school? Was it in the street? Was it Match.com? How did the two of you first meet? No, not you and him. I don't care. You two met.
Me and Ellie, my best friend, who was 10 years older than me, said he just went out with this woman who has her own apartment, but do not tell her that I know him. So he gave me the number and I called and never told her how I got the number.
So, were you a complete stranger on the other end of the phone to Ellen at the time?
I was a complete stranger, and I said I met her in a bar and she gave me the number. And she said, I don't remember. So I said, well, see me and you'll remember.
Did she remember you?
No!
I love it, yes. Start as you mean to go on deception. I love it, that's fantastic. All right then, Jerry, so where did you go on this first date then with Ellen? And the first time she obviously actually met you, for real. Where did you go on the first date and how much was spent?
Well, we went down the stairs from her apartment. She gave me an hour in order to see if she wanted to spend any more time with me. We went across the street, and we had a cup of coffee, some cake, and it was 25 cents. I'm only kidding. And we had a cup of coffee and some cake, and it was probably like $8.
$8? And you're going to say, 43 years, 20 years ago, $5, 2 weeks, 0. I think that's pretty impressive, to be honest, Jerry. That's pretty solid. Well done on that. And how long ago? 43 years ago you went on the first date, did you say?
Yes, I did.
So in today's exchange rate with inflation, that's like $2.5 grand. So that's pretty impressive. All right, how about a big round of applause? Question number 1 here for our gentlemen. All right, gents, question number 2. Question number 2. Your wife is at home, you're at work. She is very, very excited because when you come home from work, you've promised to take her out for a meal. So she's very excited. At home, she's found her lovely dress. She's put that on the bed. She's found her shoes. She's very excited. She's found her lovely handbag. But all of a sudden, she realizes she has run completely out of bras. There are no bras anywhere in the house. She is flat out. So, your wife calls you up at work and she says, husband, I need you to bring me home a bra. You say, sure. What size? Just as she is about to tell you the size, your cell phone dies. There is no way she can contact you, so you are on this mission solo. What size bra do you bring home for your wife? Jordan, starts with you, sir. So, you're called up at work. Jordan, listen up. I need a bra for tonight. This is my size. Oops, cell phone's dead. What size do you bring home for Katie?
C.
Just a C. Nothing else is relevant. Forget it. So just a C. Would you like to add a number to that? It can go anywhere from 0 to 100. 32C. I think that's about right. Not that I was checking either, but this is getting really creepy. Okay. Okay. Can that work? That works. So, Lawanda calls you up at work. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a federal law enforcement agent.
Okay. Everyone's like above board in here, yes? Okay, so she calls you up at work and there you are busy like busting skulls and stuff. And she says, I need you to bring home a bra. What size bra do you bring home for Lawanda?
34C.
34C! Nice! Alright, 34C. Okay, Jerry, over to you, Chief. So you're called up at work. Before we go anywhere, what do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm retired.
You're retired, okay, so Ellen calls you up and you're just walking around the streets. Not doing much, chilling. So she calls you up and says, listen up, Jerry, I need you to bring home a bra. You say, sure. Cell phone dies. What size bra do you bring home?
I would call up the guy who introduced us. And say, yo, I need a favor. I would say probably...
Now, some of you may be wondering what Jerry's doing right there. He's actually helping out our hearing-impaired guests, so... Very considerate man, Jerry. Very considerate.
Okay, I would say a 38 double Ds.
We have a winner! 38 double D. So 32C, 34C, 38 double D. Wow. All right, gentlemen, question number 3. We're not going to pull any punches here, we're going to get to the nitty-gritty. Who's the biggest troublemaker on your wife's side of the family? Who's the biggest troublemaker on your wife's side of the family? Jordan, can I start with you? Who is the biggest troublemaker on Yayan's side of the family?
Definitely her uncle.
Take your time to think about it, buddy. Take your time. No snap decision. Definitely her uncle. What's that uncle's name? Dan. Uncle Dan. And what's so bad about Dan?
He's just a partier.
He's a partier. Big partier, like drinking and...
Yes.
He sounds pretty awesome. Right. Okay, so because he goes out and parties too much, a bit of a troublemaker, like practical jokes as well and things?
Yes.
Okay, so Dan, alright. Now in 2 weeks he's already got a problem. Okay. Okay, so, who's the biggest troublemaker on Lawanda's side of the family?
Uncle Dave.
Uncle Dave. And what's so bad about Uncle Dave?
He knows everything.
He knows everything. Uncle Dave. Like what? Can you give us an example?
You name it, he knows about it, he's done it.
Been there, seen it, done it, worn the t-shirt, written the book, started a movie, all that, yes? Gotcha. So Uncle Dave. So Uncle Dan, Uncle Dave. Jerry, over to you. Who's the biggest troublemaker on any side of the family?
Uncle Dave.
This is really creepy, this.
Well, the biggest troublemaker, even though she's 4 feet 6 inches tall,
Nothing wrong with that, Chief.
is her mother.
This sounds like this has been building up for a while. What's so bad about the mother?
How would you like somebody to come into your house and redecorate everything that you've done every time she comes over?
I like this. So, her mother owns a painting and decorating company, comes over and redecorates the house.
Time she comes over.
Have you spoken to her about this?
No, we just change it back after she leaves.
Gotcha, there we go. That's question number 3. Big round of applause for the gentlemen. Question number 4, gents, you're nearly off the hook. Question number 4 is multiple choice, okay? You're in the shower. You get out of the shower, you dry yourself off with a towel. You make your way down the hallway with your towel wrapped around your waist and into the bedroom, where you find your wife sat on the edge of the bed, and she has left a window open on the side of the room. As you are stood in front of your wife with your towel around your waist, there is a sudden gust of wind and the towel is ripped from around your waist. While stood in front of your wife, which of the 4 aquatic creatures do you resemble the most? Do you resemble a great white shark? Strong, athletic, nothing can stop you. Do you resemble a codfish? Run-o'-mill, fishy kind of guy. Do you resemble a catfish? Slightly droopy round the edges? Or do you resemble a shrimp? Jordan, my brother, starting with you. You get out of the shower, you make your way down the hallway, Yalin's on the edge of the bed, she's left that window open. All of a sudden, towel is ripped from around you. Are you the great white shark? Strong, athletic, and nothing can stop you. Are you the codfish? Fish kind of guy, catfish, slightly droopy, or are you a shrimp?
Definitely the shark.
The great white shark! Yes! All right, and he's confident with that. Okay, David, over to you. It's getting too difficult for me. Okay, so are you the great white shark? Are you the codfish, the catfish, or the shrimp?
Great white?
Great white shark as well, right there. All right, Sparkus, over to you. So, are you the great white shark, the codfish, the catfish, or the shrimp?
Well, this answer has 2 parts. I'm the shrimp, but I've convinced her that I am the great white shark.
The very great white shark. I love the way Jerry prefaced his answer there. That's fantastic. Just covering all bases. So what we're now going to do, we're going to welcome back the ladies, but one more time, having a big round of applause for the gentlemen. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bring out the ladies, they're going to rejoin the husbands. We're going to ask for no conferring between our couples, and there'll be no assistance from our studio audience, okay? But as the ladies make their way up the stairs, how about a nice round of applause, welcome them back. Welcome ladies, welcome. Please rejoin your husbands. So ladies, you just missed that part. We're going to ask for no conferring between the 2 of you, okay? And as you sit yourselves down, I'm now going to give you the exact same questions asked in the same manner I just gave your husbands. The idea is that you match up the answers to get the points. If you get the answer correct, you get the points, and you get to give each other a kiss on the lips. If you get it wrong, ladies, you get to give your husband a jab in the shoulder. Ellen, get some ready. You're going to need them, sweetie. You're going to need them. First one out, ladies. We asked your husbands, where did you go on your first date and how much was spent? Where did you go on your first date, how much was spent? So yeah, we're going to start with you, sweetie. Where did you go on this first date with Jordan and how much was spent?
I think we went to the park and we didn't spend anything.
Yes, a match, yes! That is a match. Let's give each other a kiss, kiss. And William, do you remember the name of the park?
Lopez Park?
That was what he said as well, yes! Exactly, well done, you two have choice. I'll put it back. I've got you, Jordan. All right. Luanda, where did you go on this first date with Deborah and how much was spent?
We went to Hardee's. We spent $5.
That's right, yes! Very impressive. Very impressive. Well done, couple on 2. And over to you, sweetie. So, where did you go on this first date with Jerry and how much was spent?
Well, it was over 40 years ago, so it was a blind date, and I wanted it to be a quick half hour in case I didn't like him. So I said, just a cup of coffee at a coffee shop, which I do not know the name. And it was cheap, $5 or less.
Oh, no, he left a tip. He left a tip. Not yet, he left a tip. He left a tip. It wasn't quite $5, he left a tip.
Okay, that's a change for him.
Well, you got the coffee shop. We're going to give you half points, Stephanie. He said coffee shop and $8. What do you reckon? Half points? Yes? Yes. So it's a kiss on the cheek. A kiss on the cheek. This is half. Beautiful. How about a big round of applause for the ladies? They got through question number 1. Well done, ladies. Question number 2. You're very excited. Okay, you're very excited because your husband is at work, and when he comes home, he's promised to take you out for dinner. He's very excited as well. But you've realised as you're finding your dress, you've found your lovely shoes, you've found your handbag, you've realised you've run completely out of bras. There are no bras anywhere in the house. You need a bra. Without a bra, the night will be a complete letdown. So you call your husband up at work and say, husband, I need you to bring me home a bra. He says, sure, no problem. What size? Just as you're about to tell him the size, his cell phone dies. He has no way of being contacted, so he has to decide what size to bring home for you. What size bra does your husband bring home? Yeah, in some of you, sweetie, you call up Jordan at work, his cell phone dies, what size bra does he bring home for you?
A C.
That is meant to be. That just meant for each other. That's fantastic. That is uncanny, honestly. Wow. Okay, Wanda. So you call up Devereaux at work and he's busy policing the streets, making sure everyone's playing by the rules, his rules. You tell him to bring you home a bra. What size bra does he bring home for you?
34B.
Oh! He said 34. He said 34C. Right, 34C. I've got you back on another question. I've got you back. I'll cover you, don't worry. Okay, so we're going half points. What do you reckon? Half points? We give half points up, Katie. Ellen? Is it Ellen or Ellie?
Well, he calls me Ellie, but it's Ellen.
Jerry, seriously. Okay, Ellie, I'll get your wife's name correct, don't worry. So, Ellie, what size bra? You call him up at work and he's not working because he's retired, so he's just roaming down the street corners. You call him up as he's hanging out, his homeboys. And you say, Jerry, I need you to bring home a bra. What size bra does he bring home for you?
I feel like I'm in the spa downstairs and he asked me my weight. 38 double D.
Yes! Well done, ladies, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Well, look, he's so proud of himself at the end there. This is what I did, honey, when you were away. Okay, ladies, next question, you're not pulling any punches. I asked your husbands, who's the biggest troublemaker on your side of the family? Who's the biggest troublemaker on your side of the family? Yeah, we're going to start with you, my dear. According to your husband of only 2 weeks, who's the biggest troublemaker on your side of the family?
My uncle.
Your uncle, what's his name?
Lionel.
Lionel, no, he loves Lionel, he hates Uncle Dan, I'm afraid. Yeah, you know Uncle Dan, the partier? Oh, this is awkward. So that's no match, but you get to give him a jab in the shoulder. Here comes a haymaker. There we go. I'll get you next time, I'll get you next time, okay. Here we go, Lawanda. Who's the biggest troublemaker on your side of the family?
My sister Elaine.
Oh, Sister Elaine. No, the correct answer, Uncle Dave. Deborah, listen, Chief, if you need a place to sleep tonight, there's spare bed at Lifeboat 6. Sorry, bro, sorry. Okay, Ellie, over to you, sweetie. Who's the biggest troublemaker on your side of the family?
Definitely my mother.
Absolutely, yes! With her painting and decorating company, she comes to your house, rearranges your house. Do you sound familiar?
Yes.
We were told all about it. That's a match. You get to give each other